What if premature ejaculation isn't a physical problem, but a learned behavior that you can rewire 100% naturally? And it only takes a simple mindset shift to change everything. Yet, most men struggle for years, not because it's hard to fix, but because they've been using all the wrong techniques. And there's one limiting belief at the root of all of this, and it's not something your doctor's gonna tell you about. And deep down, you probably already know. If you don't address this, no amount of Kegels, numbing creams, or SSRIs will ever truly fix your PE. Now, in this video, I'm breaking down 3 hidden behaviors that are keeping you stuck, and more importantly, how to rewire them so you can last as long as you want in the bedroom and fully satisfy the woman you love. I've seen over 400 men rewire PE naturally, and it all starts with this first behavior right here. If you're a high-achieving business owner or a professional, chances are you push yourself harder than most. You set high expectations, and you expect nothing but the best from yourself. And in your career, that's probably served you really well. But in the bedroom, that's a recipe for disaster. Because when you're stuck in a cycle of self-criticism and pressure, your body follows your mind. And every time you have a premature ejaculation, you beat yourself up. You get frustrated, you overanalyze everything. And what do you think happens the next time you have sex? You bring that stress, that pressure, and that fear of failure straight into the bedroom. And the moment you get aroused, instead of feeling relaxed and connected to your partner, your nervous system goes into overdrive. Your body is tense, your mind is racing, and before you even realize it, you've already ejaculated. And this cycle reinforces itself because now sex isn't about pleasure. It's about performance. It's about proving yourself, and it's about avoiding failure. And the more pressure you put on yourself, the more you activate that fight or flight response, and the more you reinforce premature ejaculation. And the first behavior that needs to change is you need to stop judging yourself. There's a perfectly good reason why you're experiencing premature ejaculation. Maybe you trained your body to finish fast with quick masturbation habits, rushing so you didn't get caught. Or maybe you had a really bad first experience that shook your confidence and it's stuck with you ever since. Or maybe you just got out of a long-term relationship or a divorce, and now you're with a new partner for the first time in years, and the pressure to perform is making you lose control. No matter how you got here, there is nothing wrong with you. Your body isn't broken, your brain isn't broken, and you don't need to fix yourself. You just need to find some compassion, because the more you judge yourself, the more stress you bring into the bedroom. But when you can accept where you are, when you stop letting this define your worth as a man, that's when things start to shift. However, there's one limiting belief deep down that keeps you stuck, and most men don't even know it's there. And if you have this next behavior, it's already working against you. Most men with PE are so worried about finishing too quickly that they overcompensate. Instead of focusing on their own pleasure, they put all of their attention on their partner. So they try to match her pace, or they go along with whatever she wants. And worst of all, they never speak up about what they actually want and need in the bedroom. So they sacrifice their own experience just to try to perform for her. But here's the problem. The moment you disconnect from yourself in the bedroom, you're not in control. You get stuck in your head worrying about whether or not she's enjoying herself. And when you do that, your nervous system goes into survival mode. And just like that, another premature ejaculation. This is what happens when you fall into the people pleaser pattern. Now, if you want to be able to last longer in bed, you need to be able to ask for what you want and need in the bedroom. That means slowing things down or asking for foreplay that helps you relax, rather than skipping straight to sex or saying no to things that don't feel good for you. When you finally start honoring yourself in the bedroom, you'll stop being stuck in your head and you'll start being present in your body and feel so much more calm and relaxed during sex. But if you're able to break this last pattern and the number one limiting belief, you won't have to worry about PE ever again. Now, this one is tough to admit because the truth is some part of you feels safer failing than succeeding. You say you want to last longer, and of course you do, but if you've struggled with PE for a long time, it starts to feel familiar, and it becomes part of your identity. And without even realizing it, you slip into a cycle of self-sabotage. Maybe you avoid sex, or you tell yourself it's not even worth trying, or you hesitate to commit to real change because what if you still fail? Because deep down, if you actually succeeded, if you actually learned how to own your confidence in the bedroom, it would mean letting go of all the old excuses. It would mean stepping into a version of yourself that you've never been before. And that can be really scary. And this leads us to the root cause and that one limiting belief that's been keeping you stuck with premature ejaculation. Maybe you aren't fully accepting yourself. Maybe you aren't fully believing in yourself. And maybe you aren't fully loving yourself. At the core of all of these patterns, being too hard on yourself, people-pleasing, and self-sabotage is a deeper feeling of not being enough. And if you're feeling that now, just know you're not alone. I have been there myself, and I still work on this pattern to this day. And this belief doesn't come from nowhere. It was shaped by past experiences, but it doesn't have to define you. The truth is, the version of you that feels confident and in control and fully free in the bedroom is already inside of you. You just need to reconnect with it. And you can start by taking action right now using behavioral techniques. So watch this next video to learn how to master edging so you can start fixing your PE tonight.